guys, it's Ginger here, and I wanted to make a quick and simple video about
how to write lyrics when you feel like you have nothing to write about.
Before you click away, let's jump into it. Okay, so I'm going to lay this video out into 3 parts. Basically, I'm gonna go over 3 different ways to write lyrics if you have nothing to write about and if there's nothing going on in your life that's interesting, which is understandable.
And that's okay.
First thing, if you've been following my channel, you've probably heard me say this before. Write about the real stuff going on in your life. So please ignore the crying baby. If it's too loud, I'll just redo this whole video. So I'm already less inspired. So let me give you an example of writing about something real and how simple this can be. I'm back home in my hometown right now, home state or whatever, South Carolina. So a simple concept would be, what's it like coming home after being gone for a while? Super relatable, super real, and super simple. I've been gone for some time. The people have changed. Faces are older. Sun is brighter in the summer. The smell of pine trees and salty, humid air. I could do /breeze because that would rhyme with trees. It's something familiar. Family. I'm just gonna throw that word in there because I quickly thought familiar family. Really, it's just because autocorrect typed family instead of familiar. It's something familiar. Something warming, even when it's cold. It's home. Ugh. Wow. That's so deep. Stop it, Ginger. As you can see, I just literally wrote exactly how my life feels right now. I'm back in South Carolina. There's a lot of pine trees. There's a lot of salty air when you're at the beach. And all that stuff just makes me feel like I'm home. And I have family. And it's summer, so it's warm. The sun is brighter. And home feels warm even when it's cold, even when it's winter, even when times are tough and when people aren't very friendly. It's still home. It still feels like home. So there's a quick example. I should turn that into a song. So there's a quick example of writing about something in your life that's real. You could also write about something going on in someone else's life. So if you have a friend or whatever, or someone who is struggling with something or enjoying something or having fun, whatever that might be, you can write about that as well. For instance, let's say I have a friend who's struggling in a relationship or struggling in a situation and doesn't really know which way to turn. Concept. Don't know which way to turn. Times are tough. And it's getting tougher. Don't know which path will be better for me. Days pass. I get deeper into the hole, and all we want is to get through this winter and find the light. I don't know. Something that's just totally, when you're struggling for what to write about, this is enough to start. This is a great starting place. And so when you're looking for a starting place, keep it super fresh, keep it super light, keep it super like nonchalant, chill. Write it just like I'm writing with you. Like write it with someone. Write it while you're out driving. Well, no, sorry. While you're out, don't write while you're driving. While you're out, coffee shop, somewhere where you're not just so in your thoughts and so somewhere where you're not completely absorbed in what the lyrics are, because then you just end up finding all the faults in what you wrote, and you really can't start if you're trying to find faults. A great example of that is when, I think it was Paul McCartney wrote the song Hey Jude about John Lennon's son, Jude? I don't really know if I'm getting all the facts right. Paul McCartney wrote a song about John Lennon's son, Jude, as he was struggling with the divorce of John Lennon and his wife at the time. Does that make any sense? Because that made no sense as I just said it. So, it doesn't even have to be about you. You can write about somebody else's life, and it can be a great song. Step number 2, or tip number 2. Remember that it doesn't have to be the most interesting, deep thing anyone's ever heard. For instance, All About That Bass. You know the song, because you know I'm all about that. I'm not going to sing anymore. All About That Bass. So that song was actually produced by my producer, by the way. Listen to my album. So that song was literally about an opinion. The whole song is a series of opinions, which is a very simple concept. Hey Jude, as I just mentioned, it's a very... It can be that can be a deep topic, same with All About the Bass, but it's something very small. It's the moment that John Lennon's son was struggling with the divorce. And All About the Bass is that feeling that maybe Meghan Trainor, whoever wrote the song, who wrote that song? I don't know. The feelings that they have about body image at the time. So when you're stuck with what to write about, you don't have to have this groundbreaking concept. You can just, like, how do you feel about global warming? Or, creatively find a way to write about that. It can be a simple topic. How do you feel about the tree in your backyard that just got chopped down? I don't know. I'm reading a book about trees. How do you feel about the guy at the Starbucks or coffee shop who gave you your coffee and you feel like he might have looked your way, but you're not sure, so you just don't know if you should go back or not, and you don't know how you should feel about it? Those kind of like small moments. I feel like the simplicity in a song topic can make for a great song. Tip number 3. Sometimes it's not the time to write if you're stuck. Sometimes if you're stuck, it's a great time to seize the moment of feeling stuck and learn and listen and take a songwriting course. Even I, who you might say is evolved as a songwriter or whatever, even I am taking songwriting courses. Even people who are some of the most successful billionaires in the world, they have mentors, and they probably aren't taking courses because they can get in touch with people one-on-one. But for people in our situation, songwriters, if you can't get one-on-one with somebody to help you and teach you, take a course. Or watch some YouTube videos. Learn. Always be learning. If you're not learning, you're not growing. And if you're not growing and you're not green, you're dead. So, learn. These are my tips for the day. I hope this helps. Maybe I'll use these lyrics for a future song. YouTube video lyrics. So yeah, I hope this helps. If you have any questions about getting stuck with your lyrics or coming up with concepts to write about as a songwriter, comment them below. I'm always happy to answer. I'm always happy to hear I'm always happy to hear your guys' thoughts. I'm always happy to hear your thoughts about the stuff that I'm talking about, and if I'm helping you, hurting you, if this is raising more questions, if anything has actually really helped you and you found some kind of breakthrough, share that. That would be so amazing for me to hear, for other people to hear. There goes the sun. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and if you haven't listened yet, I released an album, and it's really good. The Lumineers producer produced it, and I'm trying to break 40,000 monthly listeners on Spotify, so take a listen if you haven't, share with your friends, tell them that, this small micro YouTuber who released an album, and you're one of the first people who listen, you're one of the first fans, and you follow me on this page, and share all my stuff all around the world. Thanks for watching, guys. Yeah. Happy writing.
Pin the photo, grab the brush, sharpen the pencil.